And we are back. We are back in the building.
We never left the building.
We are back in the room. We left the room.
You left the room for a while.
It's Big Daddy Phase. It's Big Man Sam. He's 6'5". 6. I'm 5'7". With shit. Why they laugh? We're about to jump into some current events. Early. We're going to hear some news of the world. Oh yeah. Let's bring it down with our brother Red One for some current events. What's that you said, Big Daddy Face? Did you say current events? Oh yeah, I said current events. Current events. Current events.
Red One.
Red One. Let's get into some current events. Current events.
Red One.
Missed that, man. Let's get into some current events.
Current events.
Current events.
Red One.
Sorry, we can. I refuse to go into current events like that.
Well, if you notice, actually, you haven't been doing it consistently for every single episode. So if you want to change it up, I'm going to change it up. How do you feel about that?
No, do you know what? Last episode, I would have felt so stupid if I had also because we were speaking about such serious topics. And for me to then go to current event, he would have just looked at me like, mug. So it's only last week I did it because I just felt so.
It was only last week?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Go on. Do it again.
Let's get in some current events. Current events.
Red One.
Current event. Why do you always do? Yeah,
I know I do.
It's beautiful.
It's just naturally it comes. So why would I not go with it?
Of course.
It's soppy though, isn't it?
No, it's not soppy.
It's never have confidence to actually. I've never actually said current events.
Wow, that was beautiful.
I know. It doesn't come naturally. As I was saying, I thought I just.
Nah, Sam, you need to have more confidence. You're an amazing person.
That's kind of you.
Simon's confident, right?
I feel confident.
Yeah.
I'm just not confident to say that particular statement.
Current events.
Maybe as our time goes on with Freshly Ground.
Maybe we could do it like an acapella. Do
you know what it is? The thing is, obviously we are equal, but he has got a very, very, very big character, and his personality doesn't always allow me to sort of maybe be myself.
You're such a liar.
Sometimes you're quite overpowering. So
be careful. All right, cool.
Be careful.
Yeah, just be careful.
Is that a threat?
Just be careful.
She looked at me in a really bizarre way.
Just be careful.
Okay.
What have we got next?
So we have a millionaire landowner demands $5,000 from residents to access their own driveways after buying road behind homes. I'll break this one down to you. So the residents were asked to pay £350 each towards the upkeep of the track behind a row of cottages in, what's this called? Pennyside. But now Padlock Gate has been built and gone up after nobody replied to the guy to pay for it. So since he owns the road now, he's decided to put that big gate up and block everyone out, and said they have to pay $5,000 to use their own driveway.
That's very rude.
So
well, he's just a
businessman.
He's just a businessman, isn't he?
yeah.
Horrible businessman.
Everyone's got to eat. I mean, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, that is terrible.
So 14 houses that are affected by it. So
it's a lot of $5,000.
They shouldn't have ignored his reasonable letter in the first place.
Thank you very much, Nate, and thank you very much, everyone.
Golf club.
Oh, sorry, it was another one.
Now he owns a golf club as well.
Really?
No, but how did he make his millions? Sorry,
Ross on sea.
By locking people in their roads.
He's gonna be accountable for that.
Talking about so the pharmaceutical industry, right? So like a lot of these like new pharmacy websites that have been released, like they basically they produce prescriptions for patients, but they're being scrutinized because some of them have been found to be very dodgy, let's say. Ooh. Like they were, producing prescriptions within like 17 seconds of receiving the prescription, which is very fishy. They don't. A lot of them have been scrutinized as well for not taking into consideration like the patient's medical history, not having a line of communication with the GP. Like, and what does that say about the pharmaceutical industry really? Like, do they really care about what they're putting out, or do they care about the profits and the revenue? And
I mean, I don't think we could speak
like on a whole scale, yeah.
Because it's very easy for me to now jump in and say, do you know what, it's a very corrupt industry.
Yeah.
It's all about making money, you know.
Yeah.
The cure of cancer has been found and hidden, and all this kind of like conspiracy stuff, which obviously I don't want to go down. Yeah, so there's definitely not speaking on the whole of the industry, but there's definitely a side of it which it's a multi-billion, it's a huge industry, and obviously people make a huge amount of money out of people being ill. So it's definitely a benefit to some people for people to be ill, so they can continue making a huge amount of money. So there's definitely like any industry, there's definitely something corrupt there.
Of course.
But I'm sure there's a lot of goodness there, and there's a lot of like genuine people who are there trying to sort of create cures for diseases and illnesses and make a big difference. But I'm sure there's a lot of very money hungry CEOs sitting in suits offices, you know.
Yeah.
What's the next current event?
This one's a bit... Waiting for it to load back up. So there's another police manhunt
Okay.
for a guy in Cambridge, and he has splashed a family of 3 with a 20-foot puddle, purposely driving through it.
Oh, really? Oh, and the police are hunting for him?
Yeah. It's a criminal offence.
Really, is it?
Comes under as abuse or GBH, whatever it is.
Why did you do it on purpose?
Because apparently it's a clear 20-foot puddle and you could see it, and he decided not to slow down. He's fully gone
That
straight
would have
through.
caused some damage, to be fair.
And there was
Them in muddy water, that would be
a lady with her 2 kids, one's in a pram and one's...
Oh, that's not good, man.
And
But I get that's not nice.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
how do we know he did it on purpose? I'm saying.
I'm not the one
The-
who look at me.
what it says, how they've come to the conclusion is the puddle was so big that he could see it from...
Okay, fine.
Right.
And he's still decided to fully go for it
So
without
maybe
slowing
he
down.
wasn't conscious of the
avoiding
people
it.
on the side of the road.
Sometimes just
So I've been licked for those puddles a few times, and the feeling is
I've jumped
horrible.
over a couple.
Have you ever had it? Have you ever had it?
yeah.
You
Buses.
feel like horrible because they carry on driving. They don't even know what they've done, and yeah. I got splashed yesterday. To be fair,
Really?
my foot got splashed quite
Oh, so
badly.
it's very current for you.
Yeah,
It's
so,
very.
yeah, literally.
Do you know? It's very current for me as well. The reason I have this guilty face is because the other day I was driving and there's this big puddle.
You're horrible.
And-
You do it. Some of you. I'm gonna say, where was this? Where was this story? Where is this place?
It's in Cambridge. Where was you?
yeah, I was like, no.
How did he know?
Do you know what? So there was this school kid. He must be like 15, 16. Yeah, he's in school uniform, and he's standing on the side. And I'm driving, and I kind of clocked the puddle a bit too late. But kind of, if you were to watch the footage, if there was like CCTV footage of it kind of looks like I had enough time to clock it. But for some reason, my mind frame was right. And there's an amalgamation of things. But in the grand scheme of things, I think I probably did have enough time to analyze the situation
How
and
did
not
you
do
feel
it.
when you did it?
Anyway, so as I'm splashing him, I'm like miming, so I'm like, sorry, but it's like too late. I'm like, oh, and it splashes him a bit, and I looked at him. I can't stop my car. And I was like, I'm so sorry, and he was like, it's okay. He's laughing,
Okay.
but I kind of really did splash him like a bit bad, and I felt so bad because I honestly did not mean to do it, and I felt so guilty. Bless him, because I was like, oh, that is. So, and he was in his uniform, which he probably has to like wear again tomorrow.
Of course.
I felt really bad, man. It was by my in-laws' house, so yeah, I did that. I didn't mean to though. If you're listening to this, mate, I'm sorry.
The next one is similar, as it's to do with surgery.
Oh,
We have a 33-year-old man who's been struggling with obesity since his teens, and who is now 93 stone.
Subhanallah.
And he's having surgery to remove half of his weight. So,
Wow.
So that's Juan Pedro.
Juan.
wow.
Is that the guy who then won some money?
No, that's another guy.
Oh, so this is
That's the end of that current event?
No, I'm explaining.
Oh,
what
okay.
is happening. He's
Have
90
patience, Faisal.
Come on.
Sorry, I thought that was the end of it.
No, I was
93.
So far, what we know is he's 33 years old. He's been
33.
obese since teens, and he is 93 stone.
And
And I
half
said
of his
he's-
weight's been cut off. Did you say?
He's having surgery to remove half of it. Yeah,
Half of it. What the other half?
he's gonna have to
You
sit
got
there.
to keep some of these.
Not really. You want to get rid of it all, don't you? You want to be cut.
Relief.
As you boys
It
would
says
say.
he's been on a diet at the surgery for the last 3 months, which has
It's a
he's
solid
shed
diet.
175 kilos. So I'm guessing your body will go into shock if you just suddenly remove half of that weight like that, wouldn't it? So yeah.
Red's probably more the man to ask that question to.
Hey, scientist,
Yeah.
surgically removed weight. I suppose if it's best for him. We don't know his situation. I can't comment and say that is his fault. Don't know how it's happened.
Yeah, it's too easy to like say to. I've mentioned this before, and I've got to be so careful. But obese people who are slightly larger, people who struggle with their diet and stuff, you can't just tarnish them and write them and just say fat people. It's all your fault.
Yeah.
It's not. It goes so much deeper. It goes.
Right.
It goes to the mind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the mind is the thing ultimately that controls our destiny and what we're doing. And we do have decisions, but if you're very weak-minded, you can find yourself in many bad scenarios. Yeah, and generally you do put yourself there because at the end of the day, we know that we know right from wrong. We've got the willpower to say yes or no, etc., etc. But it does go a lot deeper than that. And I actually found out. I don't want to expose the person, but I found out something yesterday about someone who I know, who is in incredible shape. Incredible shape.
Yeah, he has a waste disposal company.
Now someone else.
Okay.
Check this out. Incredible shape. Very, very good looking guy. I'm going to keep it very, very minimal just so there's no...
Sure, no problem.
And I found out yesterday that he's just come back from rehab and from eating too much.
Really?
And it turns out it's like, although he's in incredible shape, like will go into a terrible, terrible shape and will just lock off from the world and disappear and just like for months and then just like put serious weight on. No one will ever know. Then get like looked after and sort it out and come back the other side with a six pack. How crazy is that?
Bro, you know what? Comfort eating is a real thing because you know when you're stressed or like you're bored or anything like that, there's nothing nicer than having some munch.
It's comfort, but what it comes down to, what you're really enjoying is that kind of like the sugar in the food and that sweetness to the food. And let's face it, like they've done tests on rats. What's more addictive, sugar or cocaine? Now people might even think that cocaine is like a more of an addictive substance, but sugar is a lot more addictive. Now sugar is accessible for every single person. However old, however young, you can get sugar very, very, very easily. You go into your cupboard, you'll find a big pot of sugar.
Wow.
And people actually get addicted to it, man. People get addicted to that feeling you get because you eat a chocolate bar. If you bang off a Galaxy or a Mars or a Snickers, I know you like nuts. You bang that off. Real talk. At the end of it, you'll feel just as you're finishing off, you feel great. That sugar is rushing through. You feel great. You've got that chocolate in your teeth. You've got the bit of the nut going down and you can feel it, and it feels great. But check this out. 5 minutes goes past. Caramel's gone from your teeth. Everything's gone.
Yeah.
All you can taste now is something
nut.
you've had a little bit of nut. You can taste you've had something sweet in your mouth. Now check this out. You ain't gonna be feeling too good no more. You're gonna feeling down. You just consumed
Feeling a bit rough.
so many calories. It's not good for your body. It doesn't actually make your body feel any better. Although at first it might make you feel nice because you're almost ODing in sugar. But comforting is a very, very dangerous road to go down. I've been down there.
Same here, man.
And a lot of people have, man. A lot of people struggle with different. We've all got different battles, yeah. But food is it's a real fitna, man. It's a real test for us because
Do you know how? Yeah,
we shouldn't be overeating. We shouldn't be eating rubbish stuff. And let's face it, the vast majority of society do eat the wrong stuff, and we eat too much of it.
It's true.
And including myself. And I'm not preaching, but I'm aware of it. But it's a shame. It's like bad food is so easy to obtain and so quick and easy to eat and does the job. It's almost sometimes easier than sourcing that. All right, what do I really need? I need something of
A lot of times sauce is the problem.
sauce.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's bad for you.
All right, I said sourcing. Yeah, sauce is very bad for you. Yeah, a lot of curries have got a lot of sauce in, haven't they?
You know, I wouldn't know.
You never had a curry?
Curry.
Curry dishes are always very saucy. You not find?
Familiar. Curry.
Curry.
What was that again?
It's like a mixture of like vegetables, chicken, sauce.
Okay.
Quite often from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. There's quite a lot of curry. Curry come from all over the world. To be fair, you
Right.
never heard of a curry
Like a vindaloo.
or korma? You might know.
Bro, you know when I find that I can put on the most weight and when I can eat the most junk is when I'm watching TV or when I'm watching a video.
when you're watching something, it's just so easy to like
Yeah.
consume. And they did a test on people. They put a whole bunch of like junk food in front of people, and one was like when they were watching TV, and the other one was when they wasn't, and they ate so much more when they were watching TV. Basically, mad, because you just like, as you're watching, you just like madness. What's the next current event?
Oh, what was that?
Food.
Oh,
Just
next. Yeah, you gotta love it.
You don't have to.
Cool.
About antibiotics. How often do you guys take antibiotics?
I don't take them anymore because this sounds like such a hypochondriac thing to say, but I don't take them because I feel like the bottom of my throat closes up when I take them.
So you're allergic to penicillin or something, some kind of
So,
constitution?
they always ask me and I say no. So
It's just phasal
it's
childhood.
me being hypochondriac.
What about you, Sam?
Do I take antibiotics?
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
I know what this piece of news is, by the way.
Huh?
I know what this piece of news is
I haven't
What is
taken
it about?
antibiotics for a minute now.
about, like stopping them early.
What?
Stopping them early.
I can't hear you.
Stopping them early.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not
What are you
gonna-
doing? Trying to guess? We're in a podcast.
I used to watch the news on Thursdays, innit?
Trying to guess what he's about to talk about.
No, I know
before
it
we've
is. I'm
discussed-
excited. I'm excited for him to say it.
Not really. Go on, Carol.
But yeah, no. There's a piece of
I can't contain myself.
there's a piece of news that basically looks into a study that says that stopping them early isn't necessarily a good thing
Huh?
or bad thing.
Bad thing, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
What, so you should finish your
because
course.
most yeah
You shouldn't.
Apparently, there's new scientific research to say that like you shouldn't actually finish your course.
yeah you don't have to, because most doctors that will prescribe antibiotics advise that you finish the course,
Yeah.
but you don't need to. There's a
Is
widespread
that
ru-
after you feel better? From what it?
yeah, I
Because
mean,
you don't always. You don't
so like for example, if I was to
so you just take a few. And there's no like.
yeah, so if I was to contract like a viral infection and then antibiotics don't work on viruses, so it wouldn't work. If I was to take some sickness,
I did.
if I was to not take some sickness, acquire some sickness, and I was prescribed antibiotics, most doctors would prescribe it for 10 days to 2 weeks, and we'd have to complete the course, and I wouldn't, now you don't have to do that. There's no proof, or there has to be more studies to be able to prove that you have to complete courses.
Do you have to finish off a malaria tablet pack?
I think
That's always a good. That's
quite
always a good.
different.
That's always a good. one.
He is a bit of a scientist, but I don't know if he's a doctor.
That's a general. Do you generally finish your?
100% Dr.
You
told
do.
me to. I'm not taking no risks.
I don't.
Do you?
I had so,
As soon as I'm
Even
back
after
at the
Gambia,
end.
did
so
you-
recently
As soon as I'm back at the end, stop.
I never finished.
When you really ill after Gambia.
Extremely,
Really ill.
extremely ill for about 2 months.
No one really took you seriously, but you were really ill from
Yeah.
Gambia. You and Musa
Me and
Salam.
Musa Salam, yeah.
Fassel's witnesses, my nose bleeds got
Oh.
really bad
Really?
this summer, yeah,
Yeah.
incredibly bad. And
What causes that?
so I have a rupture in one of the arteries inside the skin in my nose. And I've had done for like a while. A long time.
And Red doesn't often go to the doctors, but he had to go to the doctors for
Yeah,
it.
no,
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
usually go to doctors. I try and stay away from doctors as much as
Yeah.
I can.
Let's go. Give
Boom.
us the first one.
Okay.
Hit us with it.
So
And hit us hard.
recently, Bruv. Recently veganism has been on the rise, right? So it's sort of like the new dieting fad at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two brothers who are fed up of people saying, vegan diet isn't holistic. It's makes you weaker, if anything, because it's become a gym thing as well, where people go on vegan diets during cutting phases and whatnot. So they've vowed to row the entire Atlantic while they're on a vegan diet to prove that you don't need meat to be strong. So that's one side of the Atlantic to another on just a vegan diet.
How long would that take? Do you know?
I don't know. I can search it up, but that is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
That would definitely prove a point.
Like, and I
They're
wouldn't.
right though. I've met and seen bodybuilders and people who are in great shape who are vegan on a vegan diet.
Yeah, but at the same time, would you be able to do a feat that big when you're not getting like? There's not many alternative like solid alternative protein sources out there at the moment.
I heard
think-
that like some of the vegan stuff has the most protein in it, like lentils or something. I don't
Exactly.
know.
You can find a lot of protein in a vegan diet.
But the thing is, the quantity has to be.
The quantity. Yeah, there's no ruling on
Yeah.
how much they can eat, though, is there?
I mean, like you have to consume more
Yeah.
than you would if you were to have, say.
You sound like you're a
Anti-vegan.
Anti-vegan.
I'm not anti-vegan.
You're skeptical
Here's
whether
the thing.
they'll make
No. I'm. If anything, you know what flexitarianism
Yes.
is?
Mm.
Yeah, I think flexitarian
That's what
is the way
that's what I'm
forward.
upon.
That's
Not that I
the Sunnah
not that I
way as
cla-
well.
Yeah, of course.
So
That's not why I don't class myself as anything, but I would say, I've said it many times, majority vegetarian diet, but I love me some chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love me some chicken.
I love me some chicken.
And
too.
I love fish as well, but I don't eat red meat.
I love me some fish.
I don't eat red meat, but
Mm.
I wouldn't class myself as anything. And I actually definitely admire people who follow a vegan diet, because I think there's a lot to it, and I really respect it. And I think maybe one day I might fall into it, just because I know the health benefits from it, and I do really, and where vegan people come from, and the whole philosophy behind it, I have parts of it I definitely agree with, but I hands up and will say that I love me some chicken. And when I had it last night, I even said to Dee, I said, you know what, I could never give up chicken. It just tastes so good.
Mm.
So yeah, that's for me. But I generally through the day I'm a veggie on a veggie thing.
Mm.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a fish curry last night.
What kind of fish was used?
Whitefish.
Sorry,
Whitefish.
a whitefish.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's this current invention?
All right. Okay. Next current event. So there's this mammalian sea life scientist. I don't know what. they're called.
Romanian.
Mammalian. So
Mammalian.
mammals like whales and stuff. She studies.
Oh,
Um,
okay, that's a
mammalian.
word.
Did you not hear him?
Mammalian.
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 Okay, so like a mammal
A mammal.
person.
Mammalian.
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 Yeah.
Wow.
Mammalian.
Okay, guys, we
Mammalian,
get it.
yeah.
Do you wanna try it?
Are you guys?
Mammalian.
Do you
Mammalian.
guys hate viewers, or do you just want to? Because I don't think they're gonna listen.
Yeah. So last year she had an aneurysm and had to go through brain surgery.
Fine. What's an aneurysm? For the listeners
Aneurysm.
who might not
I'll
know.
let you answer that.
I'll let.
No,
Big
no,
man-
no.
big
You're the
man
co-
stop. No, no, no.
Julian, you're the
You're being humble
producer.
right
Julian,
now.
you're the producer, please.
Okay. An aneurysm is sort of like when, from what I understand, when a vessel bursts in your
Okay.
brain or something. So along those lines, someone can correct me in the comment section, because haters gonna hate. Is that correct? Yeah. Confirmation from Nate. That's
Yeah.
good enough
Yeah.
for me.
Nate is generally right.
All right. Yeah. So she had an aneurysm last year, so
Fine.
she's not allowed to dive anymore.
Okay.
But she was trying to collect skin samples from 2 humpback whales. But while she was on the surface of the water, a tiger shark appeared, and it seemed like the whale protected her from the tiger shark. And there's
Wow.
a video of it.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
wow.
Subhanallah,
yeah.
it looks amazing.
I want to
Really?
see this.
Because she sees the tiger shark, and the humpback whale gets her on its head and
Yeah.
starts pushing her out the water.
No way.
Yeah.
let's give this a watch.
Put your glasses on for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Did you just call me a nerd?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Here you go. Set up.
All right. Humpback whale dive ass from tiger shark. Okay, whatever.
There's the humpback.
Okay. This is the incredible moment. A humpback whale protects a diver as a shark approaches. The giant mammal pushes whale biologist Nan with his head. Where's the biologist?
She's
So
probably
she's the one
filming.
filming.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a
Oh.
GoPro.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
Oh, I probably wouldn't touch that.
Yeah. It's a bit dangerous.
She's a mammalian though.
Did you say aluminium?
Mammalian.
Mammalian.
Yo, I'm not seeing much here. Like, I get that like things are happening, but it's like
There's the.
Obviously, it's gonna be a bit like peak. Like you were.
there's a big tiger shark over there.
now.
Where? Okay, there.
Why is she still in
And-
the water? I'm sorry, I love you too.
Oh, the whale was like blocking.
Yeah.
Oh, blocking the tiger shark
Yeah.
from approaching.
Yep. Subhanallah, man.
To him, that video wasn't as
Oh
great as
come
you
on, that was good.
You was like, it's a phenomenal video.
Oh,
I saw a video of a great white eating a dead whale this week. Did you see that?
No, I did
12 hours. This
Crazy.
great white was eating the whale for 12 hours, over 12 hours, just over 12 hours, just banging off this whale. And they actually had to tow the whale. It was in Australia, I think. They had to tow it away from the shore because of the danger of the Ting there. So yeah, the 12 hours.
You ended the sentence by saying ting there. I was like, I was really intrigued as to.
You know, I don't know. I assume I made the assumption that they moved. Maybe it was a hazard by having the big dead whale coming to shore or something.
Makes sense.
So they towed it out to sea. But the point of what I brought it up is the great white feasted for over 12 hours. Can you imagine eating for over 12 hours straight?
I can't even imagine eating for 1 hour straight.
It's true.
20 minutes and I'm done.
It's really true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
Not yet. Anyway, is there an invite coming or? Summertime, yeah.
If you was to do a barbecue, would you put if we was coming, would you get 2 separate barbecues so that you can have a halal meat barbecue and a non-halal meat one?
Well, yeah, speaking from experience, I've done this before.
Oh, really?
For my other brothers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's a good time.
There you go.
Thank you, Nate.
Appreciate that.
A man was jailed after he lied on his CV about his education for a £120,000 per annum oil executive job.
Jailed? That's much.
It's fraud,
He got
isn't it?
jailed for it.
Fraud. What are you saying? You think it's okay?
No, jailed.
Well, does it go deeper? Is it?
No, it's just he lied about his education.
How long was he jailed for?
That I don't know.
Jailed? That is a lot severe,
come
isn't it?
on.
Yeah, sorry, I just thought about it.
he lied about. So he said he had 3 degrees and written
so
an academic paper.
It's not a
solid
schoolboy
lie.
claiming
Yeah.
something.
That's solid
fraud.
lie.
It's fraud. It's
Yeah.
fraud. It's fraud. Yeah, of course you go to prison for fraud.
Yeah.
Did he work? Was he working?
So he was actually working there for 3 months, and within the first 3 months, his colleagues became suspicious and caught him out.
How?
He had no degree, and
He had 3.
Yeah.
And the Don didn't have 1.
He didn't have 1, and he claimed to
You're
have
gonna
3.
get clocked. You're gonna get clocked.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
You know, you can speak to someone you know they've been to university. You know?
Yeah, and he claimed to be one of the top engineers. So
He was one of the top engineers.
yeah, I guess I don't know. What does that fall under? Does that fall under impersonating a certain profession or?
fraud, isn't it?
Must be
I mean, of course, it's
fraud, isn't it?
fraudulent. But like
Sorry?
impersonating a profession is like is very, very. It's dangerous. Like it can land you in jail.
Well, even if
So
surely
if
that's
you're
only if you're as a policeman or something, is it?
Policeman or a doctor or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, if I impersonated a carpenter, I wouldn't get in trouble, would I?
No, I don't know about that.
But if I was in like,
No way, release it.
if I was in the underground and I claimed I was a police officer, I'd get in trouble.
Yeah,
Probably.
no trouble.
Probably, yeah.
I won't do that
definitely
again.
would. And a woman called 911 after pizzeria. Is there a pizzeria in London?
Sorry, what?
It's like a pizza place, pizzeria.
Never heard of it.
But anyway, pizzeria refused to give her sriracha sauce, so she called the police. And
What sauce?
sriracha
Must be a good sauce.
must be a good sauce. No, they just refuted the report. You
They
know.
what?
They refuted it. They didn't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't deal with it. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of current events.